Previously on MasterChef Legends.
Please welcome the legend of Surf and Turf, Michael Mina.
We're gonna play a little meat roulette.
I want to vomit.
Let's go. What are we doing, guys?
I'm screwed.
Let's be honest, nobody wanted the sweetbreads tonight, and you've made it look easy. Congratulations goes to Abe.
Aesthetically, you didn't hit the mark.
You had the flavors, you didn't have the technique.
I'm so sorry.
I'm a little bit in shock.
But it's actually hammered.
Matt, please place your apron on your desk. Safe journey home.
Tonight,
One of the most influential voices in Italian cuisine,
To me, she's family.
the legendary Nancy Silverton.
the most crucial elimination challenge yet.
You guys ready to make some fresh pasta?
Fired up.
To decide which home cooks are worthy of a spot in the top 10.
I wouldn't get rid of anything on the plate.
It looks stunning.
It's not a pasta dish, it's kind of gross.
We're down to the last 10 minutes. Sadly, for one of you, you're last inside the MasterChef kitchen. It's MasterChef Legends, not MasterChef Junior. Oof. Top 11. Top 10 just around the corner.
Very exciting day today.
I agree.
Very exciting, an extraordinary legend, and they are going to go crazy. Welcome back.
It is top 11, and today we'll decide who is the top 10.
Lots of that.
Last week's challenge was very humbling for me. I did not like being in the bottom 3, and so this week I need to kill it because this small town girl from Kalamazoo, Michigan has big dreams. I need to win MasterChef, so today I gotta prove myself.
So good to see you all. We have just 11 home cooks left. I can see any one of you 11 becoming America's next MasterChef. And if you're anything like tonight's legend, you will remain precise and perform at the top of your game no matter what. She is one of the most influential voices in Italian cuisine.
You can taste her heart and soul in every dish she makes. But she's more than just a great chef and restaurateur. To me, she's family.
Without any further ado, please welcome the legendary Nancy Silverton.
Nancy Silverton walks in, and I'm absolutely awestruck. She is the queen of Italian cooking. Obviously, I'm Italian. I got red sauce running through my veins.
Welcome, my darling. Mwah, you look incredible.
So she's definitely somebody that I look up to, and she's definitely somebody that I'm trying to really impress today.
Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you again.
Hello, stranger.
How are you?
Nancy, it's such a pleasure to have you here back in the MasterChef kitchen. One of the most dedicated, hardworking chefs on the planet. Throughout your decades-long career, you've won multiple James Beard Awards and even a Michelin star for your work at Los Angeles Osteria Mozza, which of course you co-own with Joe here. What do you look for in a great young chef?
I think I look for somebody that's really hungry to learn. Keep it simple, taste, retaste, and then taste one more time.
Yep.
That's all well and good, but what we're dying to know is what's it like working alongside Joe Bastianich?
Oh, well,
What's it like?
it's fantastic. The best. Wouldn't trade him in for anything.
How underappreciated by these guys.
I can tell.
I am so excited you're here. Are you guys excited? Yes! Good. Kelsey, your face, you lit up.
Yes, I've been familiar with your restaurants. I come from an Italian background, so it's just an inspiration to have you here, and I'm really excited to hopefully cook you something extremely delicious and from the heart.
Looking forward.
Well, tonight, you've got two of the minds behind LA's famous Osteria Mozza. So, your challenge is to make a staple of Italian cuisine. Fresh pasta.
No pressure, right?
Honestly, I never tasted pasta until I was like 16 years old. Growing up in Cuba, we didn't have it, so not a lot of experience.
Pasta is a blank canvas, right?
Right.
It adds texture, flavor to almost anything you throw at it. But if you're not careful making fresh pasta, trust me, that can sabotage your entire dish.
There is a real pasta culture, and there's a way of doing it that's right, and there's a way of doing it that's wrong. So, Nancy and I are gonna show you a bit about how it's done.
Demonstrations from these master chefs are always incredible, and I can never get enough of it.
You guys ready to make some fresh pasta?
Yeah. Being Italian and Italian cuisine being my thing, this is my chance to get back up into the top 3, get up on that balcony, and I truly believe the dish I put out there is gonna get me to that point.
All right, we're gonna make orecchiette from the region of Puglia. So we use 4 yolks and 2
whole eggs.
Some salt.
Love that well, Nancy. How important is that well?
La fontana, they call it in Italian. Now, what's important about this process? You have to slowly incorporate the flour.
Slowly incorporate it so that it's smooth.
Now, you like to do it by hand?
I do. It's a nice time that I just get to zen out.
You can do this in the mixing machine, but tradition in Italy is called the sdora, the old lady with the big apron on.
You're calling me the old lady with the big apron?
You're not a sdora.
Careful, careful.
You are a fabulous, fantastic fashion icon from Los Angeles who happens to make excellent pasta. All right, now the idea here is that we're gonna make a dish with 3 ingredients. Broccoli rabe, a little pasta that we made, maybe an anchovy or 2. What I really want to reiterate is simplicity. And I think that's the beauty of Italian food. While Nancy slowly works that, I'm gonna cook my broccoli rabe in here. I'm gonna slowly saute them with the garlic, a little bit of salt, and anchovies. Okay, the pasta water. Salt like the ocean. More salt than you ever think. Is that too much already?
How do you know? You gotta taste it.
It's gotta taste like the sea. But seriously, who's been swimming in the ocean?
Yeah.
Lexa, you never swam in the ocean?
No, Joe. I have a lake. I'm in Chicago.
Well, Lake Michigan looks like an ocean.
Moving on, Nancy is continuing to make our pasta.
How do you know when you start to over-knead that? No.
You can't over-knead it.
Okay.
Be afraid of
Underworking it.
Yeah, no, you need to work it.
So she's gonna roll out these little logs.
You use the flat edge of a butter knife and you press it down and let it roll like that. And then you want to invert it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Chef, the purpose of inverting is so I hold sauce in there too?
Exactly. Yeah. Now you're really getting to A-level stuff.
Watching Nancy and Joe make pasta right in front of me is like watching Ferrari make cars.
Now, we're going to boil the orecchiette.
It's beautiful, it's artwork, and it's legendary.
Now, these are 25% undercooked still, and I will finish cooking them in this pan. And the magic ingredient is the pasta water. My garlic goes bye-bye, don't need it anymore.
That's why you're supposed to squeeze between the bread.
Yeah, in New Jersey and Italy, we don't do that. All right, we're gonna give it a little bit of grano padano. Bounces nice, I can tell it's done.
Looks great, smells great.
Put it in the plate. And that, my friends, is how a MasterChef legend and her humble assistant make a bowl of orecchiette and cima di rape. Thank you.
Great job.
The fact that I've got to make pasta today is freaky as hell. But I feel like all you got to do is love it, roll it, make it feel good, and you'll have a bomb pasta.
Now, tonight, all of you are going to make an exceptional dish where fresh pasta must be one of the ingredients.
So each of you will have 1 hour to prepare a fresh pasta dish that will make Nancy Silverton proud.
Get a load of this. Whoever cooks the best pasta dish will win an unbelievable prize from our legendary guest. You will get an exclusive VIP dinner for 2 at Osteria Mozza here in Los Angeles. Come on. How cool is that?
However, the home-cooked dish that comes out flat tonight will be eliminated. Make sure that is not you. Get this right, and you definitely earn a spot in the top 10. Right, everybody ready?
Yes, Chef.
Your 60 minutes start
now.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Small octopus.
That's what I need. This is what I need.
Where are you, little Italian sausage?
What I'm making is a beef and pork ragu with fettuccine pesto, some sauteed tomatoes, and toasted pine nuts. Where's the pine nuts? Do you guys know?
Pine nuts, pine nuts. Anybody seen pine nuts?
Oh, I found them. I've made pasta a million times before. I am a YouTube gamer, so I actually have a YouTube video from a VR headset as a tutorial.
Hopefully I'm teaching you guys something.
So people can see like what it looks like to make pasta.
Miles, you're out the gate.
Yes.
By the way, I was studying that video on YouTube that you did pasta.
Oh,
it's now got
really?
46 views.
Pressure cooker.
Cheerios. I'm going to make lamb ragu with pepper deli. I do not make Italian pasta, but I do make egg noodles, and also I'll make dumplings from scratch. I think this will take me up to top 3 because it's going to be really delicious.
Pasta may look simple, and we know that the simplest things are the most difficult things to execute. So fingers crossed they stay within their wheelhouse and they give us an authentic, humble pasta dish tonight. Just around the corner is the top 10, which this competition is going to go into a completely different league.
Last challenge, I was in the bottom 3, which was slightly devastating. And now I have to make fresh pasta, which is something I've never done. I left school to start a family, and now I'm leaving my family to start my culinary dream.
All right, Lex. Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
There's a lot on the line, and so if I go home today, all of that was for nothing.
So tonight's a big one. Pasta may look simple, and we know that the simplest things are the most difficult things to execute.
2 tablespoons of olive oil, okay? That's how you do it.
I think the tendency is that people want to overdo pasta. They want to put too many things in it.
Absolutely.
He's moving.
Nancy, how would you break those 60 minutes down?
I think they need to make that pasta first because if they're going to be rolling it out, whether by hand or machine, it's got to relax.
Absolutely.
Nancy, rolling the pasta by hand gives you more control over the thickness of the pasta, right?
Right. And when you have something so simple, you cannot hide behind anything in that pasta. So if you overcook it, if you underseason it, if you cheese it on the stove, it's all going to show. Ouch.
8 minutes gone, just over 52 minutes to go. Autumn, how are you feeling?
Good.
What do you got going on?
So I'm doing a beet and ricotta tortellini.
Lovely.
I did 2 pastas, and I'm gonna try to do them striped for the tortellini.
What a great idea. Where did you see this idea before?
I've seen like striped pastas like on menus places. I've never done it before, so I'm trying to go a little bit outside my comfort zone, and hopefully it'll pay off.
Good for you.
You come from a Sicilian background, right? Your dad's from
of
Sicily,
course.
right? So you know good Italian food.
Yes, my nonna was always making pasta. My dad was always making pasta, so if I can't do this, I'm gonna get yelled at.
We'll keep moving, okay? Come on, Autumn.
Oh, Miles.
Oh, Miles.
Nancy.
Look at that.
How's it going?
Wow.
Look at that. You're kneading by hand. Can I see that? Does that look right, Nancy?
Yeah, it needs a little bit more, but yep, it's getting there.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
Trying to use these biceps I've been working on.
So what are you making tonight, Miles?
So I'm doing a fettuccine pesto with like a ground beef and pork with a whole bunch of spices and some toasted pine nuts.
Just remember, don't overcomplicate it.
Right. So I'm actually keeping it really simple.
You burnt the
careful.
pinola. You can throw those out.
Okay.
They'll be bitter.
By the way, that's a huge amount.
Okay.
You could make Christmas cookies for an entire village with that much pinoles.
I really love the taste of pine nuts.
I do too, but I think that they can overpower, so.
Right.
Good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
So I am making a fettuccine with lobster and peas and little tarragon. So I grew up with my great-grandma. She was straight from Italy, so I would sit there and she would show me how to make pasta and make her gnocchi. So we definitely are a pasta-making household.
Michael.
Gentlemen.
Come on, I'm expecting one of the best pasta dishes. What are you doing?
I'm doing a gnocchi with lobster, crispy pancetta, green peas, and brown butter sauce.
Is this a family recipe?
This itself isn't a family recipe, but gnocchi is. My grandmother used to make it all the time, so I'm coming up from Italian.
Yeah, I like that.
The jeopardy here, of course, is you've got that lobster which you can overcook within seconds. Get these out. That goes down once, twist, turn it up, twist, and then off.
Watch that, so it'll come out clean.
You get a little finger there.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Once that's poached, that sits beautifully on top.
Yes.
As a
Very
lovely
lightly.
garnish. And when it's cooked, take it out, it'll continue to cook. So don't fully cook it in the butter.
100%. We're almost there already, so.
Right before you're ready to go.
Thank you so
All right?
much.
Nancy, meet Lexi.
Hello, Lexi.
Hey,
What is your plan?
I'm doing lasagna.
Lasagna in an hour?
Yeah.
You're mad, girl.
I know.
So Lexi has this family, and she's told us a story, which I'm starting to believe less and less, that she cooks for $40 a week. It's becoming like urban legend because you give her a lobster, she manhandles it like the princess who grew up in a mansion.
Me and my husband are both super young, and so, you know, we're trying to build.
Save money, have a
Yeah,
family.
exactly. If you can make good food without spending a lot of money,
Which
then
you
why
can.
not?
Which you can.
You know?
Right.
So lasagna, what's the plan?
Layer of sauce with my meat,
Right.
and then ricotta with a little bit of basil, and then just keep building.
Some grana padano in between?
Yeah.
Grating cheese, yeah.
Yep, now.
That sounds good. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, young man, tell us about the
Sir.
dish. What are you doing?
I'm making a tagliatelle pomodoro with a grilled octopus, chef.
How comfortable are you with fresh pasta? Did you grow up with it as a kid?
No, I didn't eat pasta until I was 16 years old because we didn't have it in Cuba, chef, so.
Just be careful when you're rolling it out. You don't want it too thin.
Yes, chef.
The inspiration behind this dish comes from where?
As a little boy in Cuba, I used to free dive and catch octopus.
Which is quite hard to get hold of.
Yes, sir.
So you feel confident that that octopus is gonna cook in time?
At home, it takes me about 55 minutes on a regular pot. I'm assuming with a pressure cooker here, about 29 minutes, and then I'm gonna grill it.
Where does this passion and excitement, where does it come from, Alejandro? Would you say it's mum, is it dad, is it grandma?
Both of them, because
You okay?
they sacrifice everything they have for
you.
I know.
For me and my brother.
Which is incredible, and you're gonna do that for your family one day, okay?
Absolutely, chef.
Good luck. Halfway there.
Thank you, chef.
All right, everyone, less than 30 minutes. Gotta get in that second gear.
Game on.
Here we go. Feeling okay.
Guys, look, Miles is a little bit lost there.
Oh, uh-oh.
I'm really stressed because my first batch of pesto didn't turn out the way it should have. I used finishing olive oil, which I thought would be amazing, probably made with higher quality olives, but it made my pesto super bitter, inedible essentially. The pesto is a crucial element to my plate, and I have to redo it.
Oh boy.
What is he doing?
He is upside down at the moment.
I'm really stressed because my first batch of pesto didn't turn out the way it should have. It's more than halfway through. When I have to remake my pesto, it's super stressful because I've still got a lot of elements I'm trying to finish. I wanted to toast off some breadcrumbs and some honey.
I've earned it, whatever.
But those go out the window because I need to finish a great second batch of pesto.
Whew.
There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go.
I am making a tagliatelle pasta in a lamb meat sauce. So I grew up not eating like super good Italian food. Then once I got older, I remember the first time I went to like a nice Italian restaurant and I ordered a bolognese with a pasta and a meat sauce and I fell in love with it.
And to number 6. Awesome.
Come on, pasta.
I am making a crab ravioli with a seafood sauce and blackened shrimp, man. I grew up loving Cajun food, man. Anything I made probably has some Cajun seasoning on it. And so I'm gonna bring that tonight, man, with just the sauce and everything. 21 minutes left. I think I'm looking good.
Hi, Ann.
How are you?
What are you cooking for us today?
So I am making you guys some pappardelle pasta. We're gonna do a nice cream sauce. So I'm gonna do asparagus and peas. I'll blanch them both, and right towards the end, I put them in. They get the flavor, and we have a party in our mouth.
I like party.
So yes.
So cream sauce.
Yes, sir.
The cream reduces quickly, it thickens up, so you don't want to be gloppy. You want it to be light.
You want to make sure when that pasta is tossed in it,
yes.
that the cream just coats the noodle.
Okay, yep.
Make sure you grate the grana padano at the end when
Yes,
it's
sir.
off the fire.
Cream off the fire, grana padano off the fire, and I'm gonna
Basically,
hand
yeah.
you a beautiful meal. That's my goal today.
All right.
Yes.
Good luck, Ann.
Good luck.
You got it, you got it.
Good, finally.
Okay, young man.
Talk to us. What do you got going
So
on?
I'm gonna do a ravioli stuffed with a pea, goat cheese, and bruschetta filling with a brown butter and crispy sage with some toasted pine nuts.
Lovely, love that idea. Watching you cook and the way you absorb things, it's hard to believe you're youngest in here. Do you feel a strong contender now?
I still have a lot to learn, but I try to absorb as much information as possible.
When I make my nut brown butter for my raviolis, you know, I'll throw the sage in at the beginning with the butter, get it nice and brown, lemon juice, and then I pass it through a sieve. Then I'll take it out, put it on the spoon, and lay it on the plate to see the colour. If it's blonde, it's not dark enough, it's not tasty enough. So when you poach these raviolis, poach them with love.
And don't be afraid, just tap them on a little piece of paper to get some of that excess water off if you need
Will
to.
do. Understood. Thank you, Chef.
Good luck.
Thank you, thank you.
Alejandro, Nancy.
Chef, what a pleasure.
Nice
So
to meet
this
you.
is cooking. You need to be watching this.
Yes, Chef.
In Cuba, did you swim in lakes?
No, we got the ocean.
Does that taste like the ocean? You know what the ocean tastes like?
Yeah, I had actually a lot of salt at the very end because I did not enough.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm gonna finish it in the sauce.
In the sauce.
The sauce is a little bit salty, so that might save me.
So your problem here is that these fettuccine are super thin.
Thin.
But it's going to give
Be
you
a disaster,
very little
too.
margin of error. So this is a tomato sauce,
Yes, it's like a pomodoro.
and you're going to put grilled octopus on top.
Yes, Chef.
Wow, that's interesting. Good luck.
Thank you for your input.
We're down to the last 10 minutes. Sadly, for one of you, your last 10 minutes inside the MasterChef kitchen.
The challenge with the gnocchi is making sure it's not too dense from the starch, not overworking the potatoes. So, yeah, that's the main challenge, is making sure it's not like a brick. So making pasta for Nancy Silverton is a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, making pasta for Joe is nerve-wracking. You kidding? The two of them is, like, very, very, very intimidating.
Wow, exciting. Some amazing dishes there.
A lot of ambition in the room. People really want to get into the top 10, so I really feel we're going to eat some good pasta today. Very exciting.
Autumn, listen to this. She's doing a beetroot-flavoured pasta with a normal pasta.
That's cool.
Were there canned beets? What did she use?
She's the powdered beet.
Oh, okay.
To flavour
Got it,
the
got it.
pasta.
Miles is making a pesto, right? This dish sounded really complicated.
He had a large saute pan, like 2 inches thick, full of pine nuts.
Really?
All you
he
need is a
burnt.
couple of pinoles, right?
Yeah.
Alejandro, I can't believe he's going to braise an octopus and then grill the octopus.
The list of grilled proteins in pasta that I know that are successful is very short.
Yeah.
Right.
And octopus is not one of them.
It could maybe perhaps work. You never know.
Just under 2 minutes remaining. Remember, for one of you, an amazing dinner with Nancy and straight into the top 10. Sadly, for one of you, your last 2 minutes inside the MasterChef kitchen.
All right, let's play. Finishing touches. Let's go.
Put it down, Alejandro. Work with both hands, twice as quick.
Yes, Chef.
Thank you. Keep it going, guys. Come on.
Be gentle with the pasta, guys. Don't beat it up.
Looking good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done.
Hey, man. Good job.
Oh, look at that plating, boy.
It's all right.
Sue, it looks really good.
Thank you. I hope it's good.
That was the most stressful for me.
That was very stressful.
The pasta might be a little bit thin, but I hope the judges are not too rough if they think that it is.
I think I did my Italian heritage proud by getting all my components together. I could have been a little bit neater, so we'll see where it goes.
I did have one big misstep. It made my initial pesto super bitter, so I had to remake it.
All of you, well done. Now, tonight's task was to make a stunning fresh pasta inspired by Nancy and create an amazing dish to get yourself into the top 10. We're going to take a walk around and dig deeper into your pasta dishes. Anne, what's the inspiration behind it?
This reminds me of my family. So I was gonna make a little bit of home for you guys today.
Thank you.
I feel like mine looks great, but at the same time, there's other dishes you saw you thought looked great,
Michael, it's a tad greasy.
and they are tearing it apart.
All right, Kelsey. Do you feel like this represents your cuisine?
This definitely represents me.
I'm not laughing. You burnt your nuts twice.
It was a mistake.
It's MasterChef Legends, not MasterChef Junior. You know that?
Yes.
Okay, Autumn, you happy?
Yeah, it's my first time ever doing the stripes in the pasta, so it was a little intimidating.
That is a stunning dish. I hope it tastes as good as it looks.
I hope so too.
The most difficult thing about making pasta is you have to pay attention to your dough and the amount of time you cook it in the water.
You think you cooked it through in the middle?
I believe so, yes.
Thank you.
And then, most importantly, the thinness of your pasta.
Did you cut it by hand or did you put it through the...
I was gonna cut it by hand, but at the last minute, I decided to just run it through the machine.
cut it by hand.
So how does it feel to think like an Italian?
Actually, I feel really good.
Good.
This is your first time cooking a non-Asian dish in this competition.
It is.
Lexi, lasagna's kind of tough, right? Are you comfortable with it?
You know, I think it could have been better, but I also think maybe it could have been worse, so thank you guys so much.
Tay. I'm just interested to see how all those components play with one another, because they're a little fragmented.
What's in the lamb sauce except for lamb?
Seasoned it with a little fish sauce, salt, pepper, dash of rosemary.
Interesting. Some amazing dishes there.
3 highlights and 3
I think
disappointments.
there's more than 3 there, personally. All that sauce inside of the plate. I love he's so restrained.
I would have loved more of that beurre noisette on it.
So the whole dish fell apart.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, someone is leaving the competition this evening and not heading into the top 10. But the best dish of the night will win an amazing dinner for 2 at that stunning LA hotspot, Osteria Mozza. So first, we would like to highlight our favorite dishes. And the first home cook made, they're marked tonight with a stunning dish. Please make your way down here. And
I was in the bottom last week. Now I know I have what it takes. If I have another roller coaster, I can get through it. I just have to believe in myself. Today, I created a handmade pappardelle pasta with pancetta, asparagus, and peas, finished with a breadcrumb in a cream sauce.
it looks good. Nancy?
I was wondering if you were going to cut up the asparagus, which I'm happy you did because it's much easier to eat that way.
Please, that's for you, madam. And let's make one thing clear, it's cooked beautifully. The lemon zest at the end for me, nails it. Really good indeed.
Thank you.
I really respect the simplicity of it. And it's also very classic. No risks. You didn't take any risks, but that's okay.
Yeah, for me, I think this is an exercise in texture between the green peas and the crispy breadcrumbs on top. It keeps your palate engaged.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're a little overdressed for the ball. I would take off a couple of elements. Either the asparagus or the peas would be enough. It doesn't need the breadcrumbs, but it's done well in an excessive way.
Thank you.
You should stick to the wine.
Good job. Good job, Aaron.
Okay, the second home cook we want to highlight used an excellent professional pasta making technique. Please come forward. Autumn.
I am ecstatic. Pasta is something I do with my family all the time, so my nonna would be really proud. This is her recipe, and I did this all for her.
Tell us about your dish.
I made a lemon, ricotta, and beet tortellini with a white wine and leek sauce and some pea tendrils.
Autumn, this dish screams attitude and passion. I think tonight we are seeing you at your very best.
Thank you.
Great shapes.
Yeah. And this is, also one of the most difficult stuff, pasta shapes. Really well balanced, huh?
Quite good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The sauce is just the right reduction of intensity. The structure of the tortellini are perfect.
I just love how refined it is in its flavors, I found myself in my personal life where I've been on a date and this woman's beautiful and then she's a bad kisser. You understand the analogy? It tastes as good as it looks.
I love it. It's focused. I wouldn't get rid of anything on the plate. It's perfect.
Thank you so much.
I'd be happy to serve that in my restaurant this evening. It's that good. Well done.
The next home cook that we like to highlight, skillfully used seafood. Please come forward. Kelsey.
Woo!
This is really amazing. I mean, I won the monkfish challenge. I was top 3 in the meat challenge.
Good job, Kelsey.
Now I get to be top 3 again. It's a little surreal.
Can you describe your dish, please?
I have a tagliatelle with lobster, peas, tarragon, and a light white wine cream sauce.
Huge jeopardy there in that lobster. If that's overcooked, undercooked, then the dish is ruined. But it looks great.
Let's try it.
Please. How did you cook the lobster?
So split it straight down the middle and then floured it and seasoned it and then put it flat into the pan.
The lobster steals the show. It's seasoned perfectly. Very, very good.
Thank you.
You can always tell a considerate cook by the way that they prepare all the elements. You cut the lobster into bite-sized pieces, says a lot that you were thinking about the way we were gonna have this. So I think that says a lot.
Yeah, I know the lobster is the star, but also I think the noodle is really a co-star of this dish. The water was seasoned correctly. It's great.
Tough dish to pull off, Kelsey. I love the fact that you took that risk. There's so much happening now. It feels like we're in the top 5 and we're not into the top 10. So, well done.
Thank you, guys.
What an extraordinary tasting.
Yeah.
But there was another dish that caught Nancy's eye first, and we are dying to take a much deeper look at it. Please come forward.
MasterChef Junior Bakes is your chance to bake up family fun with over 100 easy-to-learn recipes and culinary tips from your favorite MasterChef Junior contestants. So let's get cooking. Get MasterChef Junior cookbooks wherever books are sold.
Well done, you 3. But there was another dish that caught Nancy's eye, and we are dying to take a much deeper look at it. Please come forward. Lexi.
My mind is just like, what is happening right now? Last challenge, I had 1 foot out the door. And today, I'm in the top 4.
Lexi, describe the dish, please.
A pretty simple lasagna. I used Italian sausage, a basic red sauce, and ricotta, put some basil in as well.
For me, it looks delicious. It's like something that's a big welcome home.
I love those crispy bits, and that really got my attention.
Thank you.
Just let me tell you, this is what you do.
Gotcha.
We left you a little.
Just want to see what the bottom line,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. All the layers are even. Yeah.
I didn't know how you were possibly going to cook it with a limited amount of time, but you did it. It's everything I want to eat in lasagna.
It so deserves a spot here in the top 4 tonight. The pasta's cooked beautifully. There's texture in there, which is quite rare for the lasagna. Well done.
And I love the fact that you left all the vegetables in nice big chunks, because it kind of goes with the whole rustic home style feeling that it gives you.
It's full of flavor and it represents you. So it's a great job.
Thank you.
Very good.
Excuse us. 4 incredible dishes.
If I'm talking about like my favorite dish, it'd really be hard to say.
Happy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done. Now, only one of you can win that special dinner in that beautiful LA hotspot, Osteria Mozza. And the person that we decided cooked the best dish tonight, congratulations, goes to Autumn.
Wow, thank you so much.
The first win for you in this competition. How'd you feel?
My nonna died very recently, so she'd be very proud.
Exceptionally proud. You good?
Yeah, I'm trying not to cry, but
The dish was delicious.
thank you.
The good news is, all 4 of you are heading into the top 10. Head up to the balcony, please.
Ooh, being in top 10 is absolutely amazing. I know that I have to take more risks, keep pushing myself. I can cook, and I'm gonna show them.
Now for the unfortunate time of the evening to taste the 3 less exciting pasta dishes. And sadly, there is one of you that will not continue in this competition. The first dish we need to take a much closer look at, cooked by a young man who went from confident to chaotic in the kitchen. Please, come forward. Miles.
I am definitely bummed that this is the first time I present a dish in front of the judges, and I'm in the bottom 3. Being here means a ton to me, so I'm hoping that the fact that my pasta is executed correctly will be my saving grace. For you today, I have a beef and pork ragu with sauteed cherry tomatoes and a fettuccine pesto.
So visually for me, it looks bizarre because there's like 2 dishes going on there. Shall we?
How would you have wanted us to eat it?
I would want you to mix it up, but plating it that way kind of would look even worse than it already is.
Miles, tonight, you overshot it. You burnt your nuts twice, and so the elements on your bench behind you screamed out of control. And you did the opposite to what Nancy and Joe showed you as an amazing masterclass.
Apologize for that.
It's really, I think, a sign of young cooks. When they think of a dish, it starts here, but it has to end up here. So think about what you do, taste it, and edit it.
Yes.
You know, if you mixed it all together, you could eat it.
How hungry are you, Nancy?
Starving.
Commit to the pesto or commit to a roasted tomato sauce with that. This is really disappointing.
It's not a pasta dish. It's a series of your mistakes plated on a dish for us to eat.
Thank you, Miles.
Thank you.
The next home cook that we would like to see overpower their pasta, sadly, with other elements that didn't necessarily fit on the dish. Please come forward. Alejandro.
I don't have a lot of experience with pasta, but I know my pasta is way too thin, so I just hope my flavors are enough to save me.
Please describe your dish, Alejandro.
I made today a tagliatelle pomodoro with grilled octopus.
It looks like you haven't thought this one out. You've got the wrong pasta with the wrong garnish.
It's not inviting.
Let's try it.
So, young man, tonight you overcomplicated this dish.
Yeah, you can't get around the fact that the pasta is just not right.
That pasta tastes like a pasta you cooked, put in your refrigerator for 3 days, and then heat it up in your microwave.
The good news for me is that sauce is delicious. What doesn't work in that sauce is the octopus.
If this was a octopus competition, you would have won it. Unfortunate.
Thank you, young man.
Thank you. The final cook that we need to see made a major misfire with the sauce. And they're making their first appearance in the bottom 3. Please come forward. The final cook that we need to see made a major misfire with the sauce. And they're making their first appearance in the bottom 3. Please come forward. Michael.
I have been called the bottom 3 in the past, so my heart drops into my stomach. I feel like I let down myself, my heritage. I so badly want to stay in this competition, but I guess I just didn't nail it today.
Okay, Michael, explain to us this dish.
I have a gnocchi with a butter poached lobster, crispy pancetta, and peas. It was supposed to be brown butter sauce.
This butter is like drawn butter, like if you went to a lobster place, and unfortunately, that is a major technical error at this point.
Michael, when you make gnocchi, they're like tiny, dainty, delicate little pillows that you put into a pan and you fry, and then they increase like someone's jacking them up with air. They're insufficiently cooked, so they're dense in the middle. Here is a big, sort of hard, dense lump of just chewiness. And so when you make them that big, then they're twice as hard to cook.
I find it very one note in its texture and in its flavor. So if you were to be eating a bowl, I think you'd get bored really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the lobster's cooked well. I just think a squeeze of lemon, man, or something simple of acid maybe could have helped relieve some of that fat of the butter.
Right. It's not like a complete failure, but some technical problems that we have to address. We just can't let them go by.
I'd like to say for me, it is a failure. Coming from Jersey, my pride is hurt here, but I take your criticism in stride.
Don't take it personally, take it professionally.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, we've got a lot to discuss. Please give us a moment. Nancy, please. So, Michael just gets confused, doesn't he? Yeah, he rushes it.
Then you say which one had the most redeeming, like one element. Like, none of them is a complete dish still, right?
So then it's, we decide.
Right, yeah.
Miles, Alejandro, Michael, unfortunately, your 3 dishes were somewhat lackluster and did not represent the essence of tonight's challenge. The individual that will not be heading into the top 10 is Miles.
No.
Alejandro, Michael, say goodbye to Miles, please. Head back to your station.
Appreciate it, man.
No way.
Love you guys.
Miles, tonight you felt somewhat outpaced. You've come up with some great ideas in this competition, but tonight's dish left a really confusing mark on all our palates.
We've all been there. We've all gotten a bad review, right? So we know how it hurts, but I always say that makes me a better cook.
It's been an amazing experience being here with you guys, and I'm sorry I couldn't have served you something better.
Come on, young man. Head up, yes?
Yes.
Please take that apron off.
Love you, Miles.
And safe trip back.
I'm really disappointed. I thought for sure I'd get to the top 10. It's not where I wanted to end my journey. I came in with a lot of different interests, and this allowed me to focus solely on cooking. So I hope that this can be a launching pad to propel me to open my own restaurant. This for sure isn't the last you'll see of me, my culinary journey.
Next time on MasterChef Legends.
Come on!
Welcome back, top 10.
I can't believe I'm in the top 10 of MasterChef.
Please welcome the godfather of California cuisine, Jonathan Waxman.
I absolutely love Jonathan Waxman.
Lift.
A Californian-inspired mystery box.
Oh my gosh, do I have to rip its head off?
The last thing I want to do is get an allergic reaction.
Finds out which home cooks can keep their cool.
Good.
That's a professional touch.
And who can't handle the heat.
Does anyone have any extra prawns?
Oh, dear.
Oh, gosh.
No one would ever serve this to anybody.
It breaks my heart to send you home.
One potato, two potato.